What happens is, because we're required to file all tax returns electronically, what we've been seeing is as soon as we so-called hit the button to send the return to the Internal Revenue Service, with the new processes that they have, we find out within like 5 or 10 minutes that the return has been rejected. And there's generally an error code that basically says, say, one of the Social Security numbers on the return, the husband or the spouse, or one of the children, their Social Security numbers have been used on a prior return. Therefore, we're not accepting this one. That's when the problem, you know the problem's there and you have to do something.
I think to have your identity taken like that suddenly after a person my age anyway, it is absolutely shocking, and it almost makes you feel like someone has just taken what is your personal, invaded your personal life, which they have.
Some people plan on a refund. They'll have extra amount withheld from their paycheck. They use it as forced savings, and they look forward to paying off a big bill or to taking a vacation. And when they don't get that refund, and it's delayed a year and a half, it hurts.
Oh, I wish I could tell you somebody that was typical, but the fact is that I've seen all different types of people.
My CPA filed our return on the 27th of March. She filed it electronically. The day after, she called and says, guess what? Somebody's already filed your return in your name.
Stay on top of it. File the Form 14039, put it to your tax return, and then periodically check in with the IRS. You got to have perseverance, because every phone call you make is going to take you 45 minutes to an hour before you actually talk to somebody.
Made my first phone call to IRS as a taxpayer and was told that they couldn't tell me anything. I was told, if you haven't heard anything in 3 months, call back, which I did. And 3 months. We finally got our refund check in December the 12th of 2012.
If it happens to you, contact a professional if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, and have them, contact the IRS on your behalf, because it's a painful process, and it can be resolved in a month or 2 or 3. I've seen a couple like that, but others I've seen take a year and a half to 2 years.
My CPA was probably the biggest asset. They didn't know a lot either to tell me, because IRS wouldn't share any but more with them than me. But at least they're talking to an agent of IRS with whom they have dealt before.
CPAs are uniquely positioned because we've been trained to help people set up policies and procedures, to help businesses set up policies and procedures to prevent theft, to prevent fraud. This is no different.
My process is I can try and jump on it right away, call the identity theft unit, say, what's the process, what are you doing, where's it at, and just become the squeaky hinge that, hopefully that they were done first.
It creates a lot of problems with them feeling victimized. What else does this person know about me that stole my identity? What else are they going to do to me? Am I walking around now in fear? If the police stop me, is there a criminal report filed out there that somebody did something with my name that I'm going to go to jail for? That's definitely a concern.
I can imagine it's kind of like coming home and all of your furniture is gone. Everything in your house is gone. And you have no idea who took it, when they took it, and where they took it. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but it still is a very tough feeling to know that someone could get that much information about you and you have no idea how they got it or where they got it.
But the fact is that once your Social Security number and your identity has been compromised, the person could do a lot of things with it. They could obtain credit cards, they could obtain bank loans, they could do all sorts of things to damage the person's reputation and credit, besides just taking the IRS's refund. So one of the things that the person should do is also think about contacting all of the credit reporting agencies. They should most often file a police report. Get a free credit report once a year. I encourage everyone to do that, to know if this, or anything like this has potentially happened. There are 3 credit reporting agencies, so spread it out. In my conversations with the Internal Revenue Service, they talked about people being able to proactively have a PIN number on file so that the IRS will only talk to them when they know they have that PIN number. And it could also lock their file from being electronically filed. That's one step they could do if they're mostly concerned about income tax identity theft.
As in all cases of dealing with the government, be patient. You just have to be patient. Beyond that, live with the frustration and hope that it all gets resolved soon. And since mine did get resolved in some 9 months, I think it's good to know that they will eventually get you there.